Alright everyone, welcome back yet again to Arx Fatalis. I almost forgot the second part of the title. And last time we had left off, we had made our way through the goblin prisons and found ourselves in this little corridor. Go ahead and have some fun with magic, light these torches up. Now you may notice that well done notice has popped up again. Reason for that, I actually decided to change my character build. I actually finished a casual playthrough of this just because I wanted to make sure I knew what I was doing before I did a Let's Play, and realized that stealth isn't really that useful. I was thinking it would be more useful than it actually was. So I opted for a similar build to what I did in my casual playthrough, which is focus on strength, and then we'll be dumping points into mental, and then building up our technical skill, our object knowledge, and our casting, while leaving pretty much everything else alone. Just because really those are the only three that I ended up using. Anyways, if we go this way, we enter some kind of a mining area. It's like an abandoned mine. And we're actually supposed to go over this way. But before we do that, let's explore this mine first. It's not that huge of an area. There's not a whole lot to it either, so I figured just really quickly go through. We did get a poisonous potion though, which I will show off momentarily. Oops, getting stuck on geometry. That's always fun. Anyways, if we go over here and to the left, there's actually a ramp down. I'll turn on a torch so we can actually, see. There's a unstable wall here, which we actually can't do anything with. And there's a ramp down, which is where we want to go for now. So if we go over here, we get spiders! Yay! I know you guys love spiders. I love spiders. Everybody loves spiders. No, they don't. That's a lie. I'm sorry. So, let's see. Oh, and that was a levitate scroll that we picked up, by the way. Should probably point out stuff that I pick up. And all these other guys just have some bones. Nothing super important. I'm actually going to be picking up a lot more of these ingredients as well, because they will help us later when we need to get some extra money. And I missed. Oh, and actually, I wonder... Aha! I can cast it. And I missed. Well, what that was supposed to be, if I didn't suck at aiming, that was supposed to be Fireball. Which it, works a little strangely. Show it off again when I'm done raiding these corpses. Got a stack of them here. But again, just some bones and a regeneration ring. So that's two of them we've got so far. Ah, so yeah. Fireball. The way it works is when you cast the spell, the fireball actually hovers in front of you for a second or two. That way you can aim, and then after those few seconds are up, it'll shoot in a straight line. So you'll see here, for a brief second I can move it around, but then it fires off in whatever direction it was pointing at when the timer ran out. So it's a little strange, and if you're daring enough, it actually will explode on contact as well, so you can actually cast the spell and then run into enemies, and both of you will explode, but of course, because it's your spell, you don't take any damage. And we'll see later that Fireball is actually incredibly useful. It's one of the first spells you get. It's, I think, the second or third spell you get. But we'll find uses for it much later on. Anyways, over here is the entrance to the Goblin City, so let's talk to this guy.
Open the gate and let me pass.
Non-human allowed.
I'm no ordinary human, I'm a gem dealer. Open the gate.
Trolls on strike. No gem trade today. You not coming in.
Now come, open up.
No.
So, yeah. Apparently we can't get in here because the trolls are on strike. So let's go talk to this troll over here. See what's going on. See if maybe he'll tell us why they're on strike.
No friend! No come in!
And apparently he won't say anything to us or let us in because we're not his friend. So, guess we'll just have to find another way. Although you may remember we did talk to a guy called Ortiern, who was guarding the human outpost, which was attacked. And he told us that we had to go and speak to the king. So let's see if we can find the human town. Also, something interesting to note. If you don't talk to Ortiern at the outpost, he'll actually show up here at this little bonfire. Which I thought was interesting. I guess it's a fail-safe, so if you, for some reason, skip the outpost, you'll still know what you're supposed to be doing. Also, mandatory damage point. You cannot kill that bat. At least as far as I know. I always thought that was a little strange. Also, we find ourselves in another little cave system. Although this one's a bit larger than the mine, so I'm actually going to do a separate video. Because there's actually some other stuff we want to do in here beyond just exploring. So that'll be in a collection video, I suppose you could call it. Let's see, take this water. Eat some mushrooms. And let's go ahead and go up here, where we'll get a nice little cutscene.
Lord, we have located an energy flux.
Another one. Why are the immortals never content with their own dimension? But that is our eternal duty, I suppose, to ensure that the universal equilibrium is maintained. Where is the origin of the energy channel?
An otherwise unremarkable world called Exhauster. The supplicant expired before he could finish the communication. What should we do, Lord?
Let us send a guardian.
Also, that name Exhauster never comes up again. I don't know why they felt that was necessary to put that in there. Anyways, let's open these doors.
Welcome to Arx, sir. Go straight to the guard room and introduce yourself to Carlo, please.
And yep, after the game decides to throw a tantrum, we find ourselves in the town of Arx. So Arx is not only the name of the country, I guess you could call it, it's also the name of the human kingdom. Anyways, this guard told us to go introduce ourselves to Carlo. He never tells us where he is, so for those of you using this as a guide, he is right over here in this little room with the emblem. And... lies! Well, normally he is. Normally he's sitting right here. But this game decided to mix things up a little bit. So let's see if we can go find him. That's actually the first time that's happened. So, yeah. I wonder where he is.
I'm sorry, but I won't be able to sell you anything today. I'm gonna have to close up the stall now.
Are you in need of a healer?
No, I'm not sick. It's my little girl, Shani. She's been missing since yesterday, and I'm beside myself with worry.
Missing?
She was playing at the other side of the square, near the jewelers. And she never came back to the stall. Nobody has seen her, and the guards are far too busy dealing with the Ylside attacks to do anything about it.
I will discover what has happened to your little girl.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. You are heaven-sent, traveler.
So now I'm really not sure what's going on. Normally that quest that just came up doesn't happen until a good while later. So, yeah, I'm a little confused as to what's going on. And Carlo is still not in the guard room. Let's take a shortcut through the church. We'll ignore the priest for now.
Should have been cooked. It's easier.
And this right here is the castle. Now, if we had found Carlo, he would have told us that the king is in the throne room, between the pillars and through the double doors.
Alert the guards at the outpost.
At your command.
And here we find King
My name
Lungshire.
is Shaegar. I escaped from one of the goblin prisons and I've been sent by Ortiern. He and his men are trapped at your outpost. He says he needs help to clear the pathway to the castle, which is blocked by a landslide. They have also been attacked by a small number of Ylsides and will be unable to resist another attack.
Good heavens! These are grave tidings, Shaegar. You have done our kingdom a great service, and you have our deepest gratitude. You will be rewarded commensurate with the risks you've taken to bring us this news. This cave-in is no small problem, however, and its solution will take some consideration. I have decided on a course of action. You will take this message to Pog, King of the Trolls. His people are very capable miners. They have even helped construct this village. The trolls live one level below us. You may have encountered them already. They are just as ugly as goblins, but 5 times the size. But relations are excellent between our two kingdoms, just the same. We've a shared hatred for the rat men. I am sure they will provide immediate help.
It seems I can't escape being drawn into these events. Well, I shall help you, but I expect your help in return.
Do not fear. You shall be well rewarded for this task.
Gold will do me little good if I can't regain my memory.
I'm sure it will all come back to you. The goblins must have given you a serious knock to the head, that's all. Don't worry. And now, I beseech you, take this message as the kingdom's emissary to Pog, King of the Trolls.
So yeah, now we have a note from King Lungshire that we can take to Pog, the King of the Trolls, and they'll help us get those boulders out of the way. Also, Minstrel. Look at that mustache. Look at those 2 just extremely long hairs coming out of his face. Anyways, so a couple things that I thought were interesting is that anytime a character is supposed to say will, instead they will say shall. Not sure if that was a last-minute decision and they just forgot to go through and change all instances of will to shall, or what. Actually, yeah. Gonna take us.
Or 3.
It was 7. I know because of my learnings. Also, we're going to raid this kitchen real quick. Just steal all the wine. All the bread. Nope. Steal the bread, eat the bread. Take the water, take the wine. I think Jesus has been in here, because there's lots of water and wine. And we'll take a carrot and a leek. Anyways, another thing I thought was interesting about that conversation is that, from the way that Shaegar and Lunshire talk about his amnesia, they make it sound like they were supposed to have mentioned something before Shaegar says, "Money will do me a little good if I can't regain my memory." So, yeah, I don't know. Anyways, let's take a shortcut back through the church. Again, ignoring the priest, because if I remember right, he's kind of a jerk. And we have a couple things we want to do here, although let's actually go over here first. Yeah, even though she said she's not doing business, she's still doing business. I don't know why she said that. Anyways, the thing we want to get here, got plenty of gold, is the key ring. Because if we get the key ring, double click on a key and then click on the key ring, we're actually able to add any and all keys we find. I guess with the exception of a few plot keys. To the keyring, so that saves us some inventory space and makes opening doors a little easier. Also, let's go ahead and sell so we already have it. And let's see, what else can we do? Yeah, we'll sell magic missile because we don't need that. Sell levitate because we don't need that. Oh, and I never did show off the poison potion. I'll have to do that. But is there anything else? Oh, and if you want to rearrange your inventory, just double-click on this kind of satchel-looking icon over here. And I'll sort it in whatever way the developers intended. Anyways, we'll also buy a shovel. And let's see. Yeah, that should be fine for now. Really, the only thing we needed was the key ring. And this is the gem dealers, but looks like he's not home quite yet. So the next place we want to visit is the blacksmith, which, as you can guess, he sells weapons and armor. And there's one particular reason we want to do that. That is, assuming he is home.
Welcome to my shop, friend. I am Miguel. Arms and armor are my trade, and my life. If you need anything repaired, just leave it with me and I'll get right to it.
Yeah, so Miguel is not only
As it was before.
the guy you buy things from, or weapons and armor from, but if you have something like, for instance, these leather leggings, you can see in the bottom left over here, this little indicator means that our leggings are low on durability. So if we go over here, we can pay him some gold, and he'll repair them completely. I don't know if I mentioned it, but you can also repair stuff yourself, but let's see, what's something I can use as an example. Yeah, like this axe. It has 12 out of 50 durability. Now if we repair it...
As good as new.
you can see that the durability has gone up, but the maximum durability has actually gone down by 1. So that is the downside to repairing stuff yourself. If you repair stuff with Miguel, it actually maintains its maximum durability. So, yeah, fun times. Anyways, what we want to do, sell the longsword, sell the short sword, sell the dagger, the club. That's really all we can sell. Do I have enough? I do. And we want to buy this Cyprian longsword of force. We can't use it quite yet because it requires
I do not yet have the skill.
40 close combat. We only have 37, but that'll be remedied pretty soon here. Also want to buy this plated helmet, which, yeah, we can afford. Which, yeah, I guess that would be easier way to tell. If it's in green, you can afford it. If it's red, you can't. So let's buy this plate mail helmet. That way we not only look silly, but also have a bit more armor. And I think that'll be good for now. Over here, there's just some residences, and then there's a bank over in that corner. We'll be back at the bank in probably the next episode, possibly the one after that. So, anyways, now that we have the note from Pog, let's go ahead and go back to that troll that we saw earlier. And maybe he can help us. Okay. So let's give this note to this troll here.
Here. I have a note from the king of the humans.
You friend of Loonshire? You pass.
Okay, and with that, we're now able to enter the goblin mine. And, what's this guy doing here?
What are you doing there, goblin?
Me, troll farming. Me have big problems. Trolls on strike. They not tell me why. They not trust me.
On strike, so the trolls will work for you.
Yes. Trolls strong. Them mine gemstones. Goblins clever. Sell gemstones.
So, yep, he knows they're on strike, but he doesn't know why. So, let's find Pog. Maybe he can shed some light on the situation. There's actually a little shortcut right here we can take. And, Pog is right there, but before we talk to him, let's steal one of their pickaxes. I'm sure he won't mind.
Hello. King Pog, I presume. I know you do not like strangers, but I bear a message from King Lunshire. He has something to ask you.
I is Lunshire's friend. You give me note.
How did you know we had a note?
Pathway blocked. Me want help your people, but first, humans must help trolls get back lost treasure.
Since I escaped, I've spent all my time helping other people. But I have little choice in the matter, I suppose. And perhaps it would be good for my memory, so tell me of this lost treasure.
Bad thief stole our idol. Idol protect troll work. Stop cave falling on our head. So now, no idol. Troll not work for goblins anymore.
What do you do for the goblins?
gather gemstones in mines. Goblins sell them and give us little bit of gold.
Well, I'll get your idol back for you.
Alright, and with that we find out that the reason the trolls are on strike is because their idol, which prevents cave-ins, was stolen from them. So they don't feel comfortable mining until they've gotten it back. So now that we know why the trolls are on strike, let's let the foreman know.
I know why the trolls are on strike. Someone has stolen their idol. The thief must be caught.
A thief? Me heard rumors about idols. Goblins telling me. You follow me. We open Goblin City for you.
Alright. And now that we know how to fix the problem, we have to actually do something about it. We have to find the thief that stole it. So we have to follow this guy very slowly over to the... we'll beat him there. Why not? We know where the Goblin City is. Don't gotta wait for him.
You leave me alone.
And... come on,
You not as clever as goblins, but me let you into Goblin City anyhow. You do quickest. Goblin King in big trouble soon, if not go back to work.
Why will the Goblin King be in trouble? It would be just after all, considering your mistreatment of the trolls.
That's how things should be. Trolls strong. Them mine gemstones. Goblins clever. Sell gemstones. Open gate. Let disgusting human in.
Oh, all right then.
Alright, and with that, we have made our way into the Goblin City. But I think this is a good place to stop. So we'll find the thief the next time and get the goblins and the trolls back to work. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. And next time we'll be doing some collecting. So I'll see you then.